Here we are, and welcome back to the Palace Pistons report. And things is looking much different from the last time we saw each other. The Pistons are up 2-0. Now it's tied 2-2, coming off a 112 to 103 loss in Game 4. So Game 1 and 2 are both 10-point victories. Game 2 and 3 was a combined 16-point loss by the Pistons. So I'll go ahead and let the newcomer or the new joiner start us out today. Big Shane, tell us or give us your thoughts on the last two games between the Pistons and the Cavs.
I think somebody said on the other podcast, like, whenever you at home, you probably gonna win at home. But I said we should at least get one. If we can get one in Cleveland, we'd have been all right. But turnovers, JD, and I like to say Duncan Robinson. We argue about this all the time. Duncan Robinson is kind of like putting us in a bad spot. So we got to do better on offense and defense and get rid of JD.
All right, when you say bad spot, what do you mean by that?
After he complained about the flopping calls, it seemed like he got a lot of calls last game. I think I don't know if it's true or not, but they said he shot personally more free throws than the whole team. So
Hmm, didn't know that. Well, go ahead, Quincy. Thoughts on the last two games, game two and or game 3 and 4.
Yeah, just to agree with Shane said. It was everybody's gonna win the home game. What I'm concerned about with the Pistons is um they only won one road game, and that's when it mattered. So it's like, is it gonna happen again? And like, can we overcome this hurdle of like not winning away from home? I don't know. Can we keep riding Tobias Harris? I don't know. Is Jalen Duren is Duren gonna show up? I don't know. It's so many variables right now that the further along this goes and we don't address it, the more uncomfortable I'm getting. I still got faith in the Pistons much more than the last series, but moving forward is it's a couple of concerns.
Quincy, give us one of those concerns.
Um, I mean Jalen Duren. I mean, I really hate to go with the most obvious one, but this the worst he looked all playoff long. Like he's miscues. He just go out there with his same demeanor on his face, like he's tired going into the game. And now the latest two games, you had Paul Reed coming off and doing matching his production with half the time. Huge concern. That's your all-star big man. And your third string center is coming in and replicating his performance in half the time. Concerning.
Most of that yesterday was in cleanup time when the starters was off the floor and they made a quick comeback. But my apologies, Deville. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, you see my title, man. You gotta blame this on JB, man. I don't understand how he keeps saying everybody asking like play Paul Reed more, and he keeps saying, well, Paul Reed is like our guy that come off the bench to give you energy when you're down. It's like you only gonna play him when you down. That's dumb. Play him. He provide energy regardless if he come off the bench when you down or up. So he's productive. So play him, while you neck and neck, and maybe you can get that big lead if you play him, because obviously Doran not doing nothing. And then you keep Duncan Robinson in while he getting killed on defense. It's like you got to make them moves, man. And it's like I know he trying to go with his starters, but you're gonna live and die with your starters, man. You got to make adjustments in order to, win games. And I don't feel like he making those adjustments.
And this for everybody. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But no, like you said, he does come off the bench and it'd be close to garbage time. This third quarter, this past game, was probably the worst third quarter I ever seen all season. It came at a bad time. 23-0.
I don't know
And
if that
then
was the I don't know if that
Yeah.
was the quarter, but was
no,
that the
that no,
quarter
that was the
where
quarter. That
no no no
I
no no
kept
no 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 no
screenshot.
no no no. Was that the quarter when the Cavs did not commit a foul?
Had to be. It had to
and
be. So
Donovan
so
Mitchell
they
kept going to the free throw line.
yeah. So they kept getting spoon fed by the refs. Granted, yeah, but 23-0. And then, like you said, then comes Paul Reed, who didn't play the first half. Then comes Paul Reed and matches what Jalen Duren has done. And as soon as you put Jalen Duren back in, that's when the oh my God, you ain't shoot it. Like that's this is all bad timing. And this is coming from your all-star big man.
Well, all
Yeah.
right. So this is for all of y'all. I think. Oh, do you think it's fair to say that he keeping Duncan Robinson out there because he had been hot from the three?
I mean, you need the shooting or whatever. You need the shooting, but it's like if you neck and neck, you could kind of put somebody else in like Green or Levert. How Levert was playing last game, you could have put him in more minutes. But it's like he a liability on defense. Like I see if you down and you need some shooting, but when you like neck and neck and you can take over the game, they just gonna pick on Duncan every time. They gonna switch on him every time, man. And he can't stop nobody, man. So in that point, you just got to take him out.
I think it might look a little different in Detroit, and that's just simply because the whistle's gonna be different.
Man, can I say something?
Oh,
Man, me and Caddy, we go back and forth about this every game. Duncan Robinson is a liability more than an asset. It's like he's so bad you don't know when and what time to play him because the pick and roll defense he's lost, and that's throwing off everybody else's rotations. I'm
Would you
not
have
saying
said that? Not to cut you off, but would you have said that after game two?
that's what I'm saying. You don't know when to put him in, and you don't know when to take him out because on defense he don't know he's lost and throwing off everybody's rotation. But you need shooting because we lack shooting. I say start Levert, play Duncan's in like spots because he's gonna hurt you more than he's gonna help you.
I'm gonna say this. Duncan Robinson is one of those players that, and hopefully JB sees this after this game. He can't break out of his funk. Either he's coming out hot and he's staying hot, but I've rarely seen this season alone Duncan Robinson go like 1 for 6 and then all of a sudden he flip flop it. Like he doesn't do that. Like he can't break out of his streaks. So I think that needs to be on JB to see more like, all right, this one of them times Duncan don't got it. I'd rather go out with the defenders and try to stop the bleeding a little bit because he's gonna allow the bleeding on the defensive end. So yeah, JB gotta recognize that a little bit more sooner.
Don't that means he's so bad that you don't know when to play him?
I mean,
But
yeah,
this,
too.
see, look, this me and Shane argument. Shane think he don't we don't need him at all. I'm thinking like we still need him. My thing, if I'm JB, I'm putting him in when like Mero come in. You know what I'm saying? Mero not gonna cook you like that. All he gonna do is shoot. When you got the two Spider and Harden in, then you gotta take them out because they just gonna pick on the whole time. But we still need a shooting, but like defensive wise, he can't check them two guards. So when Merrill come in, then you could play him. As soon as Merrill go out, you take him right back out. That's how I feel.
I think you would still need shooting on, and that's just for the main part. I think the strategy is to run because they're gonna put either Harden or what's the name on him, Harden or Donovan Mitchell, and they're not fighting over screens. So I guess that's what they banking on. But everybody has something to say about Jalen Duren. He hasn't showed up again much of this series, and it's been looking really, really bad. So, Deville, go ahead, start us out. Give us your thoughts on Jalen Duren so far, and over these last two games.
Man, I told y'all last series, y'all saying y'all was asking if JB is he gonna go back to being the regular JB, and I told y'all no. Once you go 6 games, 6, 7 games, and no production, then you showing it right there. You're not gonna have no production. Most players, like if they have an off game, they have like one off game, come back the next game, maybe even two. But you can't have like 6 off games, man. He's not gonna be the same. Like they kind of exposing him in the playoffs. So in my opinion, he in my opinion, Paul Reed have to have more minutes than him because Paul Reed is more productive. You've seen it in the last series. Now you've seen it in this series. Like you just got to put the more productive person out there, and that's Paul Reed.
I'll say this. Yeah, I will agree because Paul Reed does offer a different dynamic on the floor. You he could give you a couple of threes. So if he at least make one, then that rearranges how Cleveland play defense. Now they gotta respect his shot a little bit, choke up on him. But overall, Paul
Hey
Reed
yo,
comes in. You said what?
no, I said hey yo, but keep going.
No, you good. But but no, he Paul Reed does play with another level with that intensity Jalen Duren's supposed to have. Like Paul Reed comes in like, with urgency, like with a fire up under his ass, like, oh shit, well, my bad for this. But we down. We gotta do something. We gotta flip this. And he'll come in and he comes with that, what you supposed to have. Like it's playoff time. Like we don't have time to figure this out because it may not be no tomorrow energy. And that's the tone setting that needs to be on the floor at all times. Somebody gotta have it outside of Cade because he's getting tired out there. So somebody up front gotta have that. And I think Paul Reed, if not Stu, it's Reed.
Man, I got the simple answer for this. Simple. Put J at this point. Put JD in. I'm gonna tell JD be aggressive. You bigger than everybody. You get fouls, force your way. If you get fouls, oh well. Just show us something. That way, it's either forcing the coach in or JD in. You gonna pick up them fouls. They gotta take them out, and then they gotta play. Uh, then they gotta play Paul Reed. He gonna be in
I'm
foul
one.
trouble. So gotta play him.
I'm
So force they
I want
hand.
to say they said that already, Shane. Like, when that timeout, he asked him like, how does Spider get a damn board on you? I'm pretty sure they got more in depth after the game. Like, yeah, we going to Cleveland. You gonna have to play like it ain't on tomorrow. I'm sure they having these conversations with him.
So you saying ain't nothing working at this point?
I think it got to the point to where Jalen Duren had to say what he said after that game, like
Yeah.
because it ain't on the coaches at this point. I'm sure they having these conversations with him.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot about that part. I'm glad you said that. I truly just think it's in his head, and this I hope he get it figured out real soon because like he almost a new Ben Simmons
He was
or
good three
or
weeks ago.
Bill Folks. Yeah, that's I don't. This is
3 weeks ago, he was
perplexing.
good.
I want to say it's just a bad series. Like we're gonna look at this moving forward. Like he got out of it. He better than than this playoffs. But yeah, he has regressed compared to his last year performance for his first time in the playoffs. His numbers is down. It's
Bright
just
lights. Them the
Bro,
yeah.
bright lights.
they said that last series. They said last series. Oh, that's a bad matchup. It's a bad series. You can't keep going on series and be like, this is a bad series, man. Something
Bright
got to
lights.
give.
It's the bright lights.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad matchup. It's like the thing where I was like, yes, and that's what I was like, yeah, it's in his head. When and it could I didn't see the play again. I want to see because it was I think K was about to shoot it and he like threw the pass right down to him and it bounced right off his hands. And he definitely wasn't ready for it, but like was Cade even look, what I'm saying? Like, should he have been ready for it? Maybe he on the floor or whatever. But if Cade, that's a wide open three, you probably gonna shoot that. But in my head, y'all know the play I'm talking about. Like
Yeah,
he was
it wasn't
wide, he was
wide open.
wide open under the basket.
Oh, you talking about JD was wide open? Yeah.
No, it was. I thought K. It was
No, K
whatever
was
it was.
not.
K
K was
K
double
K
teamed.
was
It was
stepping
two hands
into
in
it and he
K
threw it.
face. It was two hands in K face, and then when he jumped, he dumped it into because somebody's if K, it's two people on K, somebody's open on that floor. It was JD.
Man, ain't even
Okay,
that.
I don't want to argue. I'm just either way, it bounced right off his hands. So
It
I
did.
don't. So in that again, I haven't gone
Yeah,
back to I guess to confirm, but in my head, like that was when I was like, yeah, it's in his head, dog.
Yeah.
Well, the last time
man.
we
The
walked, go ahead, my
play
bad.
for me is when he ran down the court.
Wide open.
He ran down the court. He was
Oops.
wide open. They gave him the ball, and all he had to do was turn around and dunk, and he turned the opposite way, man.
Ben
That
He
Simmons,
was
gam-
that showed me right there that he wasn't in
he
it.
gambling.
or that they got
He got Beasley hurt. He
they
gambling.
got his little brother tied up someplace, but and
Oh,
hopefully
we.
what it is. But like I said, the last time we were all together, I had said that or I asked that would the whistle be much different in Ohio, and I think we've seen that. But this is per at Charlatan 28 on Twitter. He gives the team totals through game 5, and this is the team's tied at 2-2. At points, the Pistons lead 430 points to 426. The Pistons lead in rebounds 162 to 143. The Pistons lead in assists just by a tick by 90 to 80. The Pistons also lead in steals 43 to 28. The Cavs lead in blocks 26 to 15. It's tied at turnover 61 to 61. When it comes down to fouls, the Detroit Pistons are ahead at 92 to 73. And free throws, the Detroit Pistons are 69 of 89. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are 85 of 105. They've almost made as many free throws as the Pistons have shot. And this is also the Cleveland Cavaliers, from what I've heard on multiple broadcasts throughout the regular season. They are the most fouling ass team throughout the regular season. So just let all that sink in when we think about some of this stuff. Somebody had mentioned when Donovan Mitchell got the crying to the refs, everything may have swung since then. All right, so we're gonna skip past the box score, but we'll go ahead and still look at a couple of those player reviews. DeVille, go ahead and tell us about what Asura has done over these last two games or whatever you got.
I think game 3 was solid. I think game 4, he was, they put him out on the bench because he keep getting these quick fouls, man. So it's putting him in foul trouble. So he's been on the bench at least this last game. But he got to stay out of foul trouble because, as you could tell, we need him on defense wise, man. We can't keep putting Duncan in there, man. So we need him to be on the floor, especially in clutch time, so we can, try to stop them two guards. So I mean, I think he'll get it together for game 5, but he have to stay on the court, man. We
When
gotta keep him out of them
when
foul trouble.
when you say that, how can he keep himself out of foul trouble? He's not calling the fouls on his
Some of
guys
them,
himself.
yeah, I know, but some of those fouls, like in game 3 when he just pushed Harden because he was frustrated, like fouls like that he can't do. I know he
I
aggressive on
mean,
defense, and
I would have did that. Deville, Shane, you got something to say about it?
About what? Just that play or
I don't
all?
know. You was peeking your ears up.
No, because I heard him say we can't play Duncan. That's been our argument all year long. So hear him finally say it. I'm like, all right, now you starting to see what I'm saying.
All
you
right.
still got to
Well,
play him, just can't play him as much.
Man, I feel like don't get me wrong, he's a great shooter, good shooter. I feel like not Jeff Green. What's his name? Green, Javante Green.
Oh yeah,
He could do this just as much with better defense.
yeah.
No, he can't shoot like him. But if Asar had a consistent 15-foot jumper, he'd be dangerous.
Twin is one of those tone setters. So, like I said, what I would like to see if he could play a little more conservative in the first half, then more aggressive in the second half. Okay, but offensively, he got to find his rhythm as a tone setter. Still get the offensive board, still attack the rim. Whenever it's a loose ball in the air, but I mean, until he figured that jumper out, then the hustle plays on offense is where he gonna win. He just got to stick to it.
they got to make him a good screener and a cutter, and
Hmm.
maybe even give him the ball in the post. But do y'all have a player of the? Well, we ain't gonna talk about that neither. Ain't no player of the game. So let's go ahead and preview Game Five.
B-ball Paul.
All right. Well, y'all agree with that? Y'all agree as B-ball Paul as y'all player of the game?
I mean, hey, if the
I agree with
stats, yeah, yeah, I got to go with it. Cause when he got in, he started playing. That's when the comeback from a really horrid third quarter started happening, and then he got taken out, and then that's when the confusion happened again. So yeah,
All right. Well, B-ball Paul is your back to the Palace Game 4, I guess, player of the game, and on to Game 5. Go ahead, real quick and short. Is Game 5 a must win?
it. It
yep.
gotta be.
Yes, absolutely.
And real quick, why?
You don't know who you are on the road yet. You only won one time in the playoffs so far. If you don't win at home, that question mark. Now the pressure is on you to win one more game, and this is a better team than Orlando. Um, you gotta set the tone on by winning game 5. Even if you lose game 6, you got game 7. But if you don't win game 5, I don't see a game 7.
and you just gotta protect home court.
Pretty much.
You gotta win at home. I feel like you win at home, you good. Even though you should have stole one the first game in Cleveland, but win at home, you should be good.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you got to win this game 5, man. You don't want to go down, 3-2 and then end up going back to Cleveland where it shows that you just can't play winning games in Cleveland. So, if anything, win that game 5, try to still win in Cleveland. If not, you got the game 7 at home. So, you do not want to lose game 5.
Somebody.
Do y'all feel like K being too like relaxed?
That nigga lazy.
He might be tired.
I don't think he fully recovered.
I said this be quick. I said this to Deville the other day. Uh K, you think K is more like physically tired or he just like mentally because he got to take on everything? Because them
Both.
Both.
turnovers at the end of the game is unacceptable, but he's like, this nigga has to do everything.
Both. Both. I
Like
don't. I
mental
still.
breakdown.
A month ago, he had a collapsed lung. So in the back of his head, he like, all right, like he's trying to. You could tell in his face sometimes he's trying to pace himself.
Yeah,
So physically, that's probably, and then mentally, I guess it rolls into the same thing. Like he like, all right, let me conserve my energy. Let me, because ain't no telling when I'm gassed out, and then they need me in the fourth quarter to score 19 points. Like that's always in the back of his head.
exactly.
I feel like you got to play them spurts like he was just playing. Like had to put him in for like so long, and then he'd come out, get like a 3-minute rest, come right back in. That's when he had all that energy going through the fourth quarter.
About saying he wearing that heavy Cam Newton vest.
Mm-hmm.
Right, or his lungs gonna come out. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at these bet nods. So we got the Pistons. If that correct me if I'm wrong, that's a 4.5 point favorite. It is look like it's maybe better or I don't even money on the over under, I guess, and it's plus money on the Cavs money line. So, gentlemen, you taking any of these bets?
Yeah. I
I'll
would
probably
go.
take the 4.5.
I'll do that.
I feel like
Pistons.
they're gonna win it at home. I think it's gonna be close though, but that's why I say I'll take the 4.5 because I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think Pistons gonna end up winning.
I like the over. I feel like they both scoring like close to 100. I feel like this one is a must win game, so it might be some points scored both ways.
Call me crazy. I'm calling for a blowout.
Which way?
The Pistons is I'm for the same like in Game Five. Whatever I said the last time around. I don't know if it was Game Five,
You did call it. I seen that. You called it.
but I said that and it may be a better game from Duren. I'm going there again, and that's I just thought that originally, but I forgot or Quincy had added that as well. That or one of y'all had said that after that he had said what he said in his post game, but I watched a little bit of that, and I was because that's he said what he said the obvious thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to be better. I think they're going to try to. I think they're gonna go to him. I think they're gonna look for him. I think they're gonna try to make this a better game for him. But go ahead and look at these. What y'all call it? What y'all a PR? What is it? PRA or something like that?
PRA, points, rebounds,
Yeah,
assists.
points, rebounds, and assists. We got on the over under. We got 16 and a half for Duncan Robinson. We got 27 and a half for Tobias Harris. 41 and a half for Cade Cunningham. 24 and a half for Jalen Duren. And 19 and a half for Ashore Thompson. Gentlemen, you taking any of those?
Toby.
I was about to say the same thing. He been Mr. Consistent all playoff. He get that in points.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna get that in points alone.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, if I had to
Nah, he
pick
don't.
any one of those, yeah, it'd be Tobias.
Nah, he ain't gonna get it because we all picked it.
I'm putting
Unfortunately.
$35 on Jalen Duren. So,
Oh,
go
don't do that. Please don't
Put
But
do
that in
that.
but
put that
uh,
in my tank, man.
so what is a better game? What's a better game for him in your opinion?
Um, I had the last time around, I think I said maybe like 20 plus and 15, maybe like 12, 13, 14, 15 assists, and he put up 15 and 15. I'm gonna say like 15 and 15, and let's see what if he put up a little bit better than that. But I'm gonna say like 15 and 15 if I must say. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in this one with do the Pistons win Game 5? And if they do, tell me how.
I say Pistons will win. It'll be a total of 108 to 102. And yeah, it's gonna come down to a lot of crucial defensive plays, like but the defense gonna win it at the end.
I'm gonna say uh, Pistons win, protect home court, and it's gonna be because of their defense. Like the defense that they showed, I think it was game one. I think that's when they had like their best defensive performance. So I say they win 104-98.
I say Pistons with a win. I'm gonna say 109, 105. And I think they're gonna win because of defense in the clutch time. K gonna hit some big shots, and Paul Reed gonna go crazy because they gonna let him play.
And Duncan
Hopefully,
Robinson not gonna play.
hopefully, and also the defense. I think the defensive key. Take James Harden out the game completely. Take one either Jared Allen or Mobley. I want to say Allen because Allen been stepping up when Mobley hasn't. So take away Jared Allen. Let Spider. If that's the case, you take them two out. Spider gonna do what he gonna do, but it won't be enough.
This is my defensive key. Kick Donovan Mitchell in the chest. But
Or that.
but anybody else got anything else before we end it?
Guard the 3-point line.
Just keep a Sar, keep somebody else on them guards in, not Duncan. Either Sar. I'd rather have low key. I would rather have Jenkins in than Duncan on them. But it's like you got to keep somebody in front of them. Tobias, I know kind of slow, but at least he played all right defense. But you just man,
My
I don't
last
know. And
thing.
then
Go ahead.
I was about to say, just get JD, see what he's in, put him in the beginning, give him his 3 minutes. If he's still playing like that, immediately take him out because you already know what you're gonna get from him.
Torrance, I would say what would contribute to your blowout is if they go ahead and set the tone early to where the offense is already, set. You go ahead and you put somebody like Ron Holland in there to chase around the perimeter, and that would help stop the bleeding, just in case they want to go on a 3-point barrage or something. But you need some hustle players in there. And I would say Paul Reed first. And then, long as you up comfortably to let Ron Holland in there, to chase everybody around, and so be it. But he has to know he has to do that.
I like Shane's strategy with that. I would like to see them come out and use that. That's just you going hey, you going as the old people say, either you going you know, use it or get off the pot. And that's force feeding Duren. So and that's tend to be super aggressive on both ends. So if you
On
end up getting in
purpose.
foul trouble, like you say, even if in foul trouble, now we can play the other guy. If you don't get in foul trouble, you're gonna have a great big old game. But that has been the Game 5 preview. Let's hope that the Pistons go ahead and pull that thing on out. Shout out to D Will
Do you
and
play?
oops.
My bad. I was just asking one question. Do you play Levert more, or you think he just gonna go back to being Levert?
I'm gonna pick with you just for one sec. You know you delayed. Why you gonna let me almost get us out the door? Are you that delayed? That was a 2 minute delay, guy. Hey,
He delayed more than we know.
hey man, go ahead and before y'all see us in the next one. Hey man, let me ask y'all a question. All right, go ahead.
No, I was just asking that question. What did y'all think? Should we play Levert more, or do he go back to being normal Levert?
He's streaky, man. You gotta just put him out there and see what happens. He's streaky. Don't trust it.
You're gonna have to pick one of them to just see if it go out there and work, and that's either Levert or Duncan. You can't do both.
I said we start Levert and play Duncan in spurts.
I like that, and I hate that they lost their last game because they wasted a decent game from Levert.
Right.
As
Yeah. Paul Reed MVP.
All right, so I never did the outro. I ain't doing it again. We'll see y'all in the next one.